Sports Stars Magazine here. Kroesch. Mission Hills Grizzlies, 60-51 over Francis Parker here at Frontwave Arena. Back-to-back CIF-San Diego Section Open Division championships. But the words that I have been so longing to say to one of the great coaches in San Diego history, a record. No school, female or male, in the history of the Open Division has 5 championships. And this is the architect. This is the mastermind behind it. Obviously, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears for this group. A lot of soul searching, but it ends in a very familiar place with the 5 Open championships and 6 overall. Just what's front of mind and in your heart right now?
I mean, I just tell the paper last week. I don't know if I've ever been more proud of a group. One of the reasons being is we graduated our starting 5 last year, and
no destiny.
And no destiny. So the one senior that we did have, who was a starter as a sophomore, she missed last year the ACL.
Yep.
Tears her ACL right before the season starts. I feel terrible for her. She'll be going to Calif LA next year, so she's an absolute stud. So we replaced our starting 5, and we don't have size. And these girls, they played minutes last year, but they didn't have huge roles. And for them, but they were so hungry. And for me, what I'm so proud of with this group is, we had the bumps in the road. We had to learn how to play right. We had to learn how to play together. We had to fix some things. And as the year went on, they were so coachable. They were so hungry. They came together, and I really feel like we're peaking at the right time, and I'm so proud of them.
I know how they have made one another better. I know how you and your remarkable coaching staff have made each other better. But the fact that they had not 1, not 2, but 3 very hungry challengers, including a team that won a Division II title last year that said, now we want to sit at the big kids table. How did Francis Parker, Westview, La Jolla Country Day, just the imminent threat of hey, if we don't come with our A+ game, any one of them is capable of beating us. One of them did, and they could take the title that you covet.
Yeah, of course. And for us is, we know we're getting people's best shot. You know what I mean? And so for my girls, I think at time they had to really grasp and understand that we have to come with it every single game. You know what I mean? And we got clipped early in the year, and the girl, it was a shock value. It was a shock factor for the girls, and credit to them. They only had to break them. And we always say you can respond one of 2 ways, right? You either let it break you, or it's gonna make you stronger, right? And so for the girls, man, like I said, with those 3 teams that you named, all excellent teams. We knew we were gonna have to see 2, if not all 3 of them, or we could see any one of them at any given point. And so the girls' preparation and their hunger to get better, and they were so determined to get this title. At halftime, they were talking in that locker room, and I spoke a little bit, but they were talking to each other about, we're not letting this go. And Parker is a great team, incredible coaching staff. I'm very familiar with them, really good friends. I feel terrible for Bella. She hurt her knee. Hopefully, it's nothing too bad. But it's a great program over there. She's done such a good job with that program over there, building from nothing. And I'm proud of her as a friend, right? And it sucks to have to beat your friend,
right?
But the same token, it's for us, we're together and we're driven, and I'm so happy for the girls.
I asked a couple of your girls, because obviously there's such a healthy respect from these groups, and there will be going forward, and obviously you and Courtney, just in terms of keeping your girls locked in, right? Because Gigi, bangs her head, and and there's a stoppage in energy and momentum and flow and whatnot. And then what happens to Bella and whatnot? I mean, just your girls to show the maturity and the composure and the focus, right? Because we're all human beings, But the fact of the matter is, there's still seconds and minutes on a clock, and the goal was to play 32, if not more, to win a championship. Their level of maturity, focus, and composure to see this thing through.
Yeah, and it's something we had to learn. Since we were so young, we had to learn how to mature about preparation and how to handle situations like stoppages. And we talked a little bit during those stoppages, but if you saw, the girls were talking to each other. That's something early in the year that we were kind of quiet, because we didn't want to. I felt like we were still uncomfortable stepping on people's toes and feeling. Now what happened was we have leaders all over the court. And they were bringing in the huddle, all 5 of them, whoever's on the court or the team, we had all 10, and they were talking to each other. And they were holding themselves accountable and holding the teammates accountable. And what they said is, we're not getting distracted. We got to lock in. We got to get a stop, saying all the correct things. And it's a credit to them. Like I said, them being so coachable and them being so hungry. And it's allowed us to get to this point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Chris, last thing.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, this is not where the journey ends.
Yeah.
I would love to see it go all the way
Me too, I would love
to,
it.
to the Golden One Center.
Yeah, exactly.
But just in terms of their belief and your belief that we know it's not going to be Ontario or Etowanda or Mater Dei or Sierra Canyon, but any of those other teams. I mean, you played the great schedule as always. This group is fearless and whatnot. Like just. How excited are you to see how much further this can go outside of San Diego?
We're incredibly excited because we don't want it to end. You know what I mean? This group, like I said, I think we unlocked something as far as the way we're practicing, the way we're doing things, and we're so together and we're so connected. We don't want it to end. And we were talking a little bit last week. Obviously, this is the playoff bracket came out. It's one game at a time. Yeah. Handle our business now, and so we'll see whoever we play. And obviously, as you know, we'll play anybody. We'll play anybody, and so whoever we have to play, wherever you go, we're fine with it. But I'm telling you, these girls don't want to lose. Yeah. And so whatever we have to do, we'll be connected, we'll be together, and we'll figure it out.
Absolutely. Well, from that first OSU game until now, not only one of the most improved, but one of the hungriest, one of the most dangerous teams in all of California in every division, and a big reason why is 6-time champion and record 5 in the Open division for the Mission Hills Grizzlies and Chris Kroesch. Well done, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you.